Step into my femininity.
My full intent coming down here, my macro intent was to try to share with everybody in the world, for that matter, the fact that there's different ways to see reality, and that we sort of in this moment of chaos need to take a step back, everybody, and just try to see things a little differently.
The only way that you're supposed to fulfill your role is by being yourself. That is the heightened you. You attract more love and you attract more energy. One of my intents and one of the things I asked for was to face my fears. And I realized that, no, I don't need to face my fears. My fears are not going to go away. First, I have to accept myself with my fears.
Each person have a pattern. And that pattern is 50% woven by the person and 50% by the divine. Ayahuasca is capable of changing that whole pattern. From being one person one day, the next day you're completely another person.
I'm open to light and love and just good vibes, and anything that isn't on that vibration or frequency, I'm just like, I don't even see you, you don't exist. So that's how I'm walking into this ayahuasca trip. I'm just in a very receptive place. I just, I know what I'm about, I know what I stand for, and I know what I resonate with, and, I just hope to walk that path, and, whoever's walking along that path, I hope to meet you, and we can join hands and, take this trip together,
Happened for me in my ayahuasca experience when I was sitting there and I realized that I had just died. As I was looking at death and experiencing death, I saw how dynamic it was and how much was going on. And I realized that I never needed to fear death again. It was totally liberating. And as I spent time in this ayahuasca experience, I realized that I was sitting in a place where I could ask any question. I could go into the future, I could go into the past, whatever I wanted to know. So I'm going to ask a big question. So I decided to ask, why do bad things happen? And immediately upon asking that, I was ripped out into the edge of space, back to where when you're a kid you go, yeah, but what's past space? And people go, oh, more space. And what's past that? More space. I was out there on the edge looking at everything in the universe basically contained, like God would look at it. And as I'm looking at it, the Spirit said to me, you see that? It's totally balanced. It's perfect. And I looked at it and I was like, wow, that's true. It's totally balanced. It's perfect. If something happens over here, it'll just be made up over here. And as soon as I had that realization, I was sucked right back in. I was sitting in the room again. And as I was coming out, I just started to laugh. I was laughing and I realized that I had just gotten the entire human cosmic joke. Here we are with God, the man with the white beard, and Buddha and Muhammad and Jesus, all these men. And I was with God, and it was a woman. That has stuck with me every day since my ayahuasca experience.
Well, for me, ingesting the medicine was a destruction of everything I've ever known, everything I've ever believed in, everything I ever thought was true. I tried to reason it for a while, for 2 days after. Try to reason the idea that it's a hallucinogenic drug, Michelle. It just, it takes things from your subconscious and projects them. There's absolutely no way that there's any truth in what you envisioned. That it's just a trip. You read tons of books on alchemy, you have tons of, information about symbolism and religion deep embedded into your brain since you're a little kid. But I know in my heart of hearts, it's not true.